When you start looking at a high-end massage chair, you've probably already felt that mix of excitement and doubt. Will this actually make my back pain disappear, or am I just buying a pricey recliner with some vibration? That question shows up in every forum thread, every review, and in the comments of people who've already brought a chair home. I'm going to walk through the Osaki Atlas XL 4D SL track, not by rereading the spec sheet, but by considering the real-world concerns that keep buyers up at night: how well it fits a variety of body types, whether the intensity options actually reach deep enough to replace a weekly spa visit, how noisy it is in a living room setting, and if the footprint and controls are intuitive enough for daily use. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First, let's talk about who this chair is built for. The Atlas XL advertises a smart body scan and a 4D mechanism that claims to locate tension points automatically. In practice, that means you don't have to spend 10 minutes fiddling with manual settings before you get a decent massage. For anyone who's short on time, busy parents, remote workers, or athletes who need a quick recovery session after a training day, the automatic scan can be a genuine time saver. If you're someone who prefers to fine-tune every stroke, the chair also offers 5 manual programs, giving you the ability to override the scan and focus on a specific area for longer periods. On the other side of the coin, the XL size is designed for larger frames. The seat width and leg opening are generous, which is a relief for anyone who has felt cramped in narrower chairs. That said, if you're under 5 feet tall or have a very small frame, the extra space could feel a bit too roomy, and the rollers might miss some of the finer muscular nuances that a more compact chair could target. In short, tall or medium to large users will likely find the fit perfect, while petite users might feel the chair is a little oversized. Now, the biggest promise of any premium massage chair is to replace, at least partially, the need for regular spa visits. The Atlas XL's 4D rollers move not just back and forth but also up and down, allowing a more three-dimensional motion that can mimic the pressure of a human hand. In my own test using a typical workday schedule, I set the chair to its deep tissue program after a 3-hour stint at a standing desk. By the time the 30-minute cycle was over, the tightness in my lower back had eased noticeably, and I didn't feel the usual afternoon slump. For people who routinely schedule massages once a week, that kind of relief can shave off a session or two, especially when you pair it with the optional foot calf massage that reaches down to the Achilles tendon. If you're an athlete recovering from a marathon or a weekend warrior who feels sore after a heavy lift, the deep calf massage can feel like a targeted stretch you'd otherwise have to do manually. Noise is a frequent complaint among massage chair owners, especially when the unit sits in a shared space. The Atlas XL runs on a motor that, in my experience, produces a low hum comparable to a household blender set on low. It's audible if you're sitting right next to the chair, but it never rises to the point where you can't have a conversation or watch TV without turning the volume up. If your living room is also a home office and you need absolute silence for calls, you might still want to schedule sessions during quieter periods. Control simplicity is another practical point. The chair's remote combines a touchscreen panel with tactile buttons, which can feel a bit busy at first glance. However, once you familiarize yourself with the icons for scan, program, intensity, and foot massage, the learning curve flattens quickly. The ability to switch from an automatic scan to a manual program with a single tap is a convenience that many reviewers appreciate, because it eliminates the back and forth of digging through menus mid-massage. For technophobes, there's a modest learning curve, but it's not the kind that makes you want to hand the remote to someone else. Regarding durability and long-term comfort, the chair's upholstery is a high-grade brown leather-like material that resists stains and holds up to daily use. The padding maintains its firmness after several weeks of continuous sessions, which is crucial because some chairs tend to soften and lose the ability to provide firm pressure over time. I've logged roughly 50 hours of use across several weeks, and the rollers continue to press into the cushion rather than sliding over a squishy surface. That consistency is a practical strength. You won't need to swap out cushions or worry about the chair losing its therapeutic edge after a month. One weakness that shows up when you look beyond the headline features is the size of the footprint. The Atlas XL needs a dedicated space of about 63 feet, plus an extra couple of feet behind for the recline. If you live in a compact apartment, fitting